The Lyle Barnett on September the 23rd of 2015 was 10 foot tall, bulletproof. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was racing Radio versus the World, which is the pinnacle. It's like that's top fuel of small tire outlaw drag racing. You couldn't tell me anything. I realize that now. Realize just how precious not only life, but the things that you and I take for granted every day. We got 2 feet to walk on.
For Lyle Barnett, he's coming up here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. Both cars off the starting line strong, and look at Hancock pulling to a 390. Oh, man, look at the fire right side. Lyle Barnett is in massive trouble. Barnett's car completely engulfed in flame, now heading across the racetrack. Huge impact with the left-hand wall. Barnett still burning down there. He is in a heap of trouble in that race car, trying to get it stopped. Oh, boy, please remain where you are. Barnett's in trouble.
Burnout, I bumped it in 3 times, you know, and I knew Jamie was going to come out on me in the nitrous car. He was going to out 60-foot me. He was going to pretty close to out 330 me, and you know, he's a faster hot rod. He's been doing this for a while, and he out 60 me just like I thought. At half track, I was starting to reel him back in, and I've kind of always prided myself on being able to make decisions, especially in the race car. And after we passed the 330 cones, I just kind of stopped reeling him in, and I should have known then, I guess, but I'd never been that fast before, and I didn't know how fast he was going. I thought he might have been on a 390 pass, and he was. But when the injector let go, that set number 8 went really lean.
You know, there's a lot of drivers in that situation don't survive. And Lyle did. Like he said, only God. You know, God and good people. And sometimes that's all you got to hang your hat on.
It'd have burnt 90+% of my body. But, you know, that stuff saved me. If I'd had on 20 gloves, it probably would have burned them some. But it wouldn't have burned them as bad as it did. If I'd have had my face shield down, if I would have had a head sock on, if you hit the wall and you get knocked out and your car is on fire, it is up to whoever can get to you first to get you put out, or they're going to decide whether you get burnt, 3rd degree or worse, like I did. So,
and a lot of guys are coming out with lighter weight stuff. I mean, before, if you got into a 15 or 20 suit, it was just hot, just brutally hot, and no mobility. And but the good stuff's coming out now, lightweight, and where you can have that kind of protection and still be comfortable in the race car.
Give you a good example of. This arm in particular experienced the same amount of heat. That is a graph after a 3rd degree burn of a number 5 glove. And that is the worst burn I have on my entire body, which was protected by a 15 suit. So, there's what the only burn I would have had, and there's what happened, from me just wearing 5 stuff. And I mean, I'll get the majority of my motion back, but it'll still never quite be the same.
Oh, this is as bad a fire as I have ever seen in 20 years of doing this.
There was a time back I was dead. I'd accepted the fact that I was going to die in a race car, and it was just a matter of how long it was going to take for me to die.
He could have felt sorry for himself and made excuses. He didn't. He worked hard, battled back. Every single day he grind. He accomplished one of his dreams by winning a NHRA Wally. Coming right at you.
On the trophy, 2 red Chevrolets with 1 win light at the end of the racetrack. They both get away on the green. Smoke out of the back of the car right side. Check it out. Oh, he won at 589. Beats 580. 82 on a massive pole shot. 5.894, 251 miles an hour. Look at him down on the starting line.
Lyle, we can't even comprehend the challenges you must have faced after your drag racing incident in 2015. With the weight of that Wally in your hands, talk about the courage it takes to get behind the wheel of a race car.
It doesn't have anything to do with me. The good Lord up there kept me around 5 or 6 years ago now, and I never thought I would be here, but you know, there's some good people that have gotten me to this point. My family first and foremost, and everybody that stood behind me in 2015 when I almost lost my life in South Georgia.
On September the 24th of 2015, I was on the receiving end of one of the worst door car fires that modern day drag racing has ever seen. Frankly, I didn't care. I rolled out of that thing and it had stopped. The safety safari, or the medical crew there that was at South Georgia Motorsports Park that night, did an unbelievable job of attending to me.
You know, after his crash, it changed people's perspective on safety protocols, the safety safari respond. It changed everything. You know, he want his story to be a symbolic of, yeah, we love racing, but you also got to be mindful of safety. Safety first. You know, if you got a race car, if you got a drag car, any type of racing, don't matter if it's inside a cage or outside a cage, always be mindful of safety first.